Hi, this is Ann with Fiber Designs by Ann, and I've been adding to a thrifted jacket, denim jacket that I bought, and I just thought I would do a few parts showing you the different things that I added to the jacket and some of how I did them. I started with this sleeve, and I cut away I really like that frayed part in the hole, but I cut that away so that I could put an embroidered piece that I have. Some of these pieces are already embroidered, and some that you'll see as I go, as I show you different videos on this. Some of them I embroidered while they were in the jacket, which was a little tricky. Anyway, I cut away on this hole, and then I sort of measured it, and I took a piece that I already had embroidered with these autumn leaves, and I cut around the shape approximately, and I know this shape is going to go inside facing up, so I turned it so that the raw edge would be up, and I used a glue stick so the raw edge is on the right side of the embroidered piece, and I used a glue stick to hold the edge around. And then it's been really useful, I made a piece of kind of somewhat hard, actually it's matte board, I think, for like a picture frame mat. And I had shelf paper a clear shelf paper on one side of it. It was used for another project when it was a big rectangle. But I cut it down to use specifically for this jacket, and I slide it into the jacket so that I have a surface that I can push a needle through and it won't go through and sew the jacket closed. I set the embroidered piece underneath, positioned it underneath the opening, and then I pinned it in place. After I pinned it in place, I used some more embroidery floss, and I didn't think I wanted it to be contrasting, so I used a color that was about the same as the jacket, and I just did a running stitch around the opening, and then I did it again. And at some point I decided I did want the contrast, so I did it with a contrasting color. And then I took another color and I just did some straight lines, kind of big stitch through there, above it and below the design, just to give a little more stability. And I really liked it after I did that. I will probably iron a sort of an interfacing on the inside of this. I have one that you can heat on. I'll show that some point in this process, not in this video, but I think that's what I'm going to do on all these pieces so that the embroidery maybe holds up a little bit better. So this is what it looks like in the sleeve, and I'm really pleased with this. It's kind of a strange place to have an opening, but this jacket's full of them. I also found spots on the jacket, and so I just put a flower where there's a spot. I did learn, I always wash things after I bring them home from the thrift shop, but I did not look this jacket over very well, so there were spots and stains and all kind of interesting things, and holes in weird places, so I don't know if they were done on purpose or if they actually were wear. Anyway, I'm really happy with it, and I will show you in upcoming videos. I'll show you the different areas that I did fill with different types of needlework and embroidery work. I appreciate you being here. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, this has been Ann. Thanks a lot for watching.